Welcome back Pokefans to part 13 of my Pokémon Shield Nuzlocke challenge. Over here we have reached Wyndon, which is the final area of this game. And here are my team members. I have not gone ahead and trained them up, but as you can see my Togekiss is already over leveled. Anyway, today we are gonna be actually going ahead and exploring Wyndon as well as picking up some items around it. I believe we have a few battles that are gonna be intense today, so I'm really excited for that as well. Anyway, those were the Pokemons that I had caught throughout this journey. Not that I really want to use them. We do have a solid 6 team members and I'm really happy that we have them. Anyway, now that we have reached here, I think we can actually go around and just try to see what kind of items we'll get. Now I know there is a clothing store as well as a hair salon in Wyndon, and since I haven't yet used them till now, I just thought maybe I can just go ahead and buy some items for myself. Anyway, other than that, we do have a cafe in Wyndon. Again, I can actually go ahead and battle the trainer over there or the cafe owner, but I'm not going to be risking it. I do not want to lose my team members at the very end of this game, so I'll be just skipping out the cafe. But if you really want to actually go ahead and just train up your Pokemons or just check out what kind of items you might get, I think you can actually go ahead and do that as well. Alright, not that many items here. Maybe I should have actually explored the other clothing stores as well. I know we have one in Chichester, one in Hammerlock, one is Motorstoke. Maybe in a later date. For today, I guess I'll just take out the shorts and just not buy the others. Anyway, here I am in the salon and I will try and change my hairstyle. Now I don't want to take too much time of this, but since I've never done this in my whole playthrough, I think we can actually do it for the last part of the game. Especially when you know that the whole area, the whole region is going to be looking at you whenever you're going to go to the Wyndon Stadium. Alright, I just went ahead with this hairstyle as I really like it. Now usually I go for the red hair color as it looks way better on this character. But today I just thought why not platinum. Anyway, now that we have our hair done, I think we can actually go ahead and travel around Wyndon. Since I am much closer to this hotel, I just thought I'll go ahead and look around. Seems like we do have an item right here, which is a big nugget. Quite a good item if you want to sell it. And I believe there is one more item around here. Yup, right next to the phone booth. And it's a air balloon. Not bad. That's a really good item that we can use during a battle. Other than that, I think we can actually move on and cross the bridge again. We don't really have any items on this bridge, but there are a few items right here near this crosswalk. The first one is right over here and it's gonna be a glob of black sludge. Now if you own a poison type Pokemon, this item is really good. It actually boosts the power of poison type moves. And we have a nugget. Not bad. And now that we are on the other side, instead of going to the Wyndon Stadium, I'll just come back. We do have a small park over here and I think we can actually explore the park as well. As you can see, there are a lot of houses over here in this side of the Wyndon, but I won't really explore it. And now that I have entered the park, I think we have to actually go inside over here to get the item. And it seems like we can't go on our bike, so I do have to get down and try to cross around by walking. Alright, so this is the only item that we get. Other than this, I think we have a move tutor over here as well, whom we can actually go ahead and talk to. So let me make my way to the other side and we can actually go over there. Alright, I did want to just check out if there are any items around here, and it seems like there aren't any. Alright, so we can actually go ahead and talk to the move tutor. It's actually the guy who is standing right here. So let me just talk to him. Now he does teach the ultimate move. This means you can actually teach it to your starters only, or any other starters from the other generations. Seems like he is teaching us Frenzy Plant. That's actually a really good move. I think I'll go ahead and teach it to my Pokemon. Maybe I'll go ahead and switch out Uproar, since Uproar is one of those moves that I really don't want to take a risk with. It does go ahead and go to 3 turns, and especially when I'm in a final battle, I do not want to risk losing Rillaboom over here. So I did decide to actually go ahead and remove Uproar. Alright. And there we have it. We have actually explored Wyndon. I believe we don't have anything important in any of these houses, so we can actually make our way finally to Wyndon Stadium. As you can see, it's right here, and the design of the structure is amazing. I really liked it. But it seems like there are a few items that we can actually pick around, so we can actually go ahead and pick them. But just before anything, I'll just make sure that my Pokemons are actually healed. You never know when you forget to heal your Pokemon. I mean, if you just go ahead and directly go into the stadium without healing your Pokemon, then that's actually a pretty bad thing, especially in a Nuzlocke challenge. Anyway, now that we have healed our Pokemon, I think we can move on out. And let's just look around. I think there should be one more item around here. And yep, it's right around here. Alright, not bad. I think that is all the items we get over here. So we can finally make our way to Wyndon Stadium, and we can actually enter it. Alright, I'm actually really excited about this, especially since we have got all the 8 gym badges. And I think we can actually just talk to this ball guy. This is the last Pokeball that we'll be receiving in this game, and it's gonna be a Dream Ball. Not bad. Dream Ball can only be used if your the Pokemon that you're trying to catch is either asleep. I guess that's an advantage. I've never tried out any of these Pokeballs. But let's quickly go ahead and talk to the NPC right here, who is gonna be checking out our 8 gym badges, and that's how we get the entry over here. Alright, I'm really excited. Now it seems like we have a very small cutscene with Hop right here, who is himself really excited. I mean, at some point we will still get a chance to actually battle him, which is quite nice. Anyway, here we are, and we are ready to go to the stadium pitch. So let's make our way over there. Again, I have not made any changes to any of my team members. They're gonna be the same. I will, however, just save my game just for my sanity's sake. Anyway, let's go ahead and enter. Alright, this is really exciting because now we are gonna be getting to battle all of your rivals. This means that we are going to be battling our first rival over here, who is going to be Marnie, which is pretty cool. I think the last time we battled her was before the 7th batch, and she had a pretty good team over there. But let's see what she has now. Also, it's quite cool to see that we are getting a chance to battle all our rivals, not only just Hop and Marnie, but also BD. Anyway, I'm really excited for this battle. Let's go ahead and do this. We do have to win these challenges, so I'm really excited. Marnie over here always starts with a dark type Pokemon like Lifer, so I'm already ready for that one. I did have Scotch in the beginning, who I think can easily take care of her Lifer. And let's see who wins. Now, since most of these battles are going to be quite long as we are battling the whole team members, I did go ahead and speed up this battle a bit more than usual. Over here, I did take down the Lifer with a bug bite. This is really good as I think Sandyscotch can take down most of her Pokemons. But since she is actually bringing out Scrafty, I decided to actually go ahead and go to Snips. Even though Snips is a bit over leveled, I think it can actually easily take down her Scrafty with one A slash. Also, regarding the moveset of my team members, I've not yet gone ahead and switched them up. I think the current moveset is quite good enough. In case if I find some trouble in the later stage, I might actually switch up the movesets according to the person that we're actually battling. But for now, we are good. This is quite ridiculous over here is that Scrafty just survived with 1 HP. Like, why is that happening? I mean, my Snips is actually at level 57. That is actually 10 level higher than this Scrafty. And it should be going down like this, but it didn't. Again, I don't know what's with the game AI over here. But at least we were able to take it down in the next turn, and we also wasted her full restore. Again, personally, I'm not using full restores or any kind of healing items. I have not used them till now, and I certainly don't want to use them after this as well. Alright, she is bringing out her Toxicroak, so I did switch out to Flygon. This should be much easier. Flygon does have Earthquake, and it should be able to take down her Toxicroak in one hit. And it did. Alright, so we are at a good winning streak. Now it might seem like my Pokemons are a bit over leveled over here, but trust me, we have some battles that are coming up one after the other, and I really don't have any time to actually train them up. So that's the reason why I'm quite happy with the current levels. Of course, after a few more battles, we won't be over leveled anymore. In fact, we'll be at the same level as the trainers' Pokemons as well. So I think that justifies the fact that I'm actually a bit over leveled for this current battle. Anyway, we are still getting a lot of EXP and are still leveling up. So this is pretty good. I think we'll be at a quite good level for the champion battle. Alright, it seems like this is gonna be the last Pokemon for Marnie, and we haven't really had too much difficulty with any of her team members till now. Of course, her last Pokemon is gonna be her Gigantamax Pokemon, so I'm actually quite excited to see how that one goes. Alright, here it's gonna come. Now, this might be the first time we're actually seeing her Grimmsnarl. I remember the last time we battled her, she didn't really have this Pokemon in her team, and I'm not really sure which Pokemon she actually switched out, or maybe she didn't really switch out. She might have just had 4 Pokemon till then. But her Grimmsnarl is actually gonna be a Gigantamax Pokemon, so it will look really cool. Now I did decide to actually bring in Covanite, but I wasn't really sure how to take it up from here. I was wondering if the Steel Wing is gonna be enough to take down Grimmsnarl in one hit, and that's the reason why you're seeing me just pondering over here, waiting and thinking a bit. Finally, I did decide, you know what, let's see how it goes. Even if it doesn't take down Grimmsnarl in one hit, I think we can actually, manage to take it down at least in 2, so I wasn't really too much worried. And of course, my Dynamaxed Covanite looks amazing. I really like the pink hue on this metallic steel Pokemon. And here is her Gigantamax Grimmsnarl coming up as well. Now, I have used Grimmsnarl in my team before when I was just going through my playthrough, and it's really not that good of a Pokemon. I mean, it's quite weak in wise of defense and special defense. It usually used to go down within one hit. It is having a good attack stat though, so I guess that's kind of a trading point for it. As you can see, we were able to easily take it down in one hit. Alright, we have defeated Marnie. This is amazing. Alright. I think this is the easiest battle we are going to be having for today. Trust me, the next battles are going to be much tougher than this. But I think with the current team members, I should be okay. Anyway, I'm really not sure who is going to be up next. I believe it's going to be Hop, but let's see who it's going to be. And I'm really happy that we were able to actually defeat Marnie over here as well. Alright, let's see who she is going to be cheering up after this one. I mean, certainly it's not going to be us since we just defeated her. But I hope she'll actually help us or cheer for us a bit at least. Alright, here is Hop, and we do have a small cutscene with him as well. But I think we are going to be battling him right over here. Yep, it seems so. And I guess I can actually just go ahead and, heal up my team members. Or just check and see if they're actually healed up. Now over here, the thing that used to puzzle me a lot is that Hop did battle against someone else to win and come through. So I wonder who it might have been. I mean, I know it's not B-Day because we are going to be battling him on a later stage. So according to this game, this is just a random trainer who has got all the 8 gym badges and has come to compete in the semi-finals. So that's quite weird that they wouldn't at least mention that person's name. Anyway, other than that, I think we are actually ready for this battle. Now, as you might know, he always go ahead and uses his Wooloo in the beginning. I think the evolution form of Wooloo, which I clearly don't remember the name of right now. But I think it's called Dubwool. That's the Pokemon he usually goes ahead and uses in the beginning. So I just decided to use Covenite since it does have Body Press, which is a fighting type move. Let's quickly go ahead and enter the stadium. I'm really excited for this battle. It's our final battle with Hop. I mean, we do have some battles in the post game, but for now at least it's the final battle. So I'm really excited. Let's see what Pokemons he's gonna be having. I mean, you might remember he did switch up his teams before, so we can't be sure that he's gonna be having the same Pokemons as before. But I'm fairly confident that we can actually go ahead and defeat him. Alright, here we go. This is exciting. I still remember the first time we battled Hop. It was quite cool. And to think that we have come so far and are going to be battling each other in the semi-finals over here. And I was right. He does go with Dubwool as usual. So Covenite should be able to easily take it down unless the game AI just decides to not do something about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and I guess just go ahead and try using Body Press. Now I didn't really expect him to use Cotton Guard over there. That's actually a really good move as it raises the defense. Yup, now the Body Press is not gonna be doing that much damage. As you can see, it did not even half of the health, so that's a bit concerning. Let me actually try using, I guess, another type of move, maybe Drill Peck, and see how much that actually does. Because I was really not expecting him to use Cotton Guard over there. And he has started using Body Slam, which will have a chance of paralyzing me, and I'm really hoping it doesn't. Anyway, it seems like he used Reversal. And of course the Drill Peck doesn't take it down. So this is pretty bad. He is using a full restore on top of it. So we are back to square one. Okay. I did decide to actually go ahead and use Horn Claws in the turn where he was actually going to be healing up his Dubwool. So we should be a bit stronger than before. So I guess we can try Body Press again. Let's hope this time it will make a bit more of damage than before. Alright, here we go. It seems like we got a crit hit. Alright, we were able to take down his double. This is amazing. The game was like, I'm not having any of this. So it just went ahead and gave us a crit hit. Anyway, he does bring out his Pinkerton, so I do have to switch out. Now, I remember switching out to Rillaboom before, but I believe that Flygon is a much better Pokemon against Pinkerton. So let me actually switch out to it. And I think we can actually go ahead and try using Earthquake, which is a powerful move. Let's see how this goes. I'm actually quite interested to see if we can actually take it down in one hit. Especially since we are quite a level higher than it. And I was right, Earthquake is actually super effective for it. And we were able to take it down in one hit. Alright, we are in a roll. So there's 2 Pokemons down and let's see what he brings out next. And it's gonna be his Snorlax. Alright. I think now I can actually go ahead and switch out to Rillaboom, who does have Brick Break, and we shouldn't have too much of a, I guess, issue with dealing with Snorlax. And alright, let's see how this one actually goes. Snorlax always, makes me a bit nervous. But now that we are a bit higher level, I think we should not have too much of a trouble. Anyway, we do have Drum Beating if anything goes wrong. I know that move is gonna take down the Snorlax without any issues. But it seems like Brick Break is doing a lot of damage, so we are good with the Snorlax as well. Alright, so this is actually gonna be his 3rd Pokemon, and I believe he only has 5 of them for some reason. Even though this is the semi-finals, I expected him to have 6 Pokemons. I guess it was just a automatic thought for me. But I wish they had actually gone ahead and added a 6th team member for him. That would have been much cooler, especially since this is the last Pokemon that we're actually battling before the post game. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch out. This time I'm actually switching out to Red now. I do want to try and use all of my team members in a battle as much as possible, just to make sure that each of them have a time to shine on their own. Seems like he has brought out his Corviknight, and unfortunately, since we do not really have a electric type Pokemon, aka the Pikachu that I accidentally killed in the 6th gym, I think our only other choice is to use Dreadnought and use a rock type move. Now the damage from the rock type move was not too bad, but I believe that either Liquidation or Ice Beam should do the damage. And of course not. It seems like Ice Beam really didn't do too much damage, and it was able to thaw out of the frozen state as well, which is, I believe, a quite lucky scenario for Hop over there. This turn I did decide to use Liquidation, and this should at least do more damage. And it did. Alright, we were able to take down his Corviknight as well. Not bad. Let's see if we have... Yep, he has one more Pokemon, and it's gonna be his Inteleon. Let me actually go ahead and switch out to Rillaboom. It's the only Pokemon that can actually take care of his Inteleon. Again, because we don't have a electric type Pokemon. Now, the only thing that I really missed over here is the fact that he might actually Gigantamax his Inteleon. As you can see, when I did select a move, I just went ahead and selected a random move over here. I totally forgot that we could actually Dynamax our Pokemon, and I just went ahead to use Drum Beating. So that was a really bad mistake over there. I should have Dynamaxed. So let's see if we can actually take down the Inteleon right here, or else we might be in a bit of a trouble, especially since I missed out in Dynamaxing my Pokemon. Alright. And I believe Inteleon will go first, as it's much faster than Rillaboom. Yup, and it went for a max hailstorm. Oh my god, this is bad. Okay. Okay, it seems like my Rillaboom was able to survive with a lot less HP. And drum beating was able to take it down. Alright, this is amazing. I was really worried that we might have to switch out Rillaboom or might actually lose it over there. Thankfully, we were able to take down Inteleon in one move and we have won against Hop. Alright, so that's the end of semi-finals and it has been amazing till now. I'm really happy that we were able to actually, defeat Hop over here without any trouble. Other than the part where I forgot to Dynamax. I think that was my own mistake. But we have gone through all of the gym trainers. So this is quite amazing. Alright. Seems like Sonia is also praising us and she is totally in our side. I'm really happy about that. Anyway, now that we have defeated Hop, I think that's all for now. Yep, it seems like it. And we do have another cutscene with Leon over here, who is actually inviting us for a dinner. I guess it's kind of like a celebration for winning against all the other trainers, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let me quickly go ahead and skip out this whole thing. I mean, I do remember that we have another cutscene right after this as well. So let me quickly go ahead and skip it out. It seems like we are quite famous as the people over here wants to interview us. So I guess we can actually go ahead and answer them. Why not? We did win all the battles. How does it feel to have defeated your rival? I guess I'm actually glad I could have beat him. Right, question number 2. If you want to tell Challenger Hop something right now, what would it be? I guess I would thank him for a great match. And the last question, level with me, kiddo. Your honest thoughts here. Think you can win the finals too? Yep, definitely. I am sure we can win the finals. And it seems like Hop is a bit jealous over here as he's stopping the interview. Anyway, now that this is over, I'll quickly go ahead and skip out the next cutscene as well. And let's see what happens. Alright, that was one long cutscene. It seems like Leon is actually missing. He did promise us a dinner, but we're not able to find him anyway. So it seems like we do have to try and find him. We did get some info that he is actually talking to the chairman and we do have to make our way over there. But since there is an imposter with a key, we do have to find the imposter first. Now I do know where he usually stands, so we can actually go ahead and talk to him. But before that, I'll quickly go ahead and keep my Centiscotch in the beginning. Centiscotch is gonna be helping me a lot after this. We do have a lot of battles that are actually coming up very soon, and I do have to it's better you have a fire type Pokemon just for these battles. All of these trainers coming up will have a steel type Pokemon. So if you have either a fire type or a fighting type, it doesn't really matter. You have to have these at this point. Anyway, here is the first time we are actually identifying the imposter, and he has a Meowth, which is still not evolved, although it is at level 47. Quite disappointing, but we were able to take it down in one hit, so we are good. Let's see what he brings out next, and it's a Durant. Alright, I have not yet seen this Pokemon till now in this game, and I believe I've never used a Durant in my team either. It's one of those odd Pokemons that we usually don't get to see people using. Anyway, I should be able to take it down as well, as it's a steel type Pokemon. But even though we did defeat this trainer right here, or this imposter, I guess whatever NPC he is gonna be, he is actually gonna be running away, which means that we do have to find him again. Thankfully, I do know where he's gonna be next, so we can actually make our way over there directly. The first time I played this game, this part was quite fun. As you never know where they're gonna be. You do have to go around talking to a few of the NPCs that look like him. But since I know this is gonna be him right here, I can actually go ahead and just talk to him. He does challenge you in multiple times. This is the one thing that I really didn't like. Every single time we talk to him, he is gonna be challenging us, so we do have to be quite ready for these battles. Alright, he has a Mawile. I guess he has some good taste in Pokemon. I mean, at least he has a Mawile in his team. And of course, I misclicked and clicked on Crunch over there. So this time, let me actually go ahead and click on the right move. Thankfully, I do have leftovers, so I think I'll be healed up by myself. And it seems like Marnie and Team Yell is actually, they're actually supporting us. That's quite nice to see as well. They do increase our stats whenever we give them the right answer. Now, I believe that there is no right answer for our questions. We can just choose whichever options we want. But again, I'm not really sure on that. I mean, I might be wrong on that also. Anyway, we are having a Excadrill. Okay. Now, I did decide to actually switch out my Scotch as Excadrill can have some ground type moves. And I switched out to Dreadnought. Let's see if we can take down the Excadrill with a liquidation. It should be able to take down it in one hit. If not, we might be in a bit of a trouble since Excadrill still can use a ground type move on my Dreadnought as well. But we were able to take it down in one hit. Alright, so this is pretty cool. We have actually defeated this trainer for a second time. And I think the Pokemons he used this time were much cooler and much better than the last time. But of course he does run away, so we do have to find him once more. Before we do that, let me just check out my Pokemons. Seems like none of them are really hurt. So I think we can actually go ahead and talk to him once more. He is inside this phone booth right here, which is, I guess, a really good hiding place. I think this is the one that I really had some difficulty when the first time I actually played through this game. Anyway, this turn he actually uses Ferocity. Now that's pretty cool. I've never used this Pokemon again, but I believe it's a really cool Pokemon. Especially its ability, it's really amazing. Iron Barbs is one of those rare abilities that is quite helpful on a Pokemon. As you can see, it did hurt my Scotch over here. Nothing too much to worry about since my Scotch does have a leftover. Alright, let's see what he brings out next. And he has a Steelix. Alright, that is also an amazing Pokemon. Again, another one that I've never used, but I really know this Pokemon is pretty amazing. I am really glad that they had a evolution for Onix. It really needed at that point, and Steelix did not disappoint me. Now, I could have switched out over here. I didn't necessarily need to keep Scotch at risk. But since we were able to take down the Steelix in one hit, we are pretty good. Seems like Snip sits at level 60. Again, pretty high over there, but I think we are still good for the champion battle. Alright, it seems like we do have to go ahead and try to find Mrs. Orlean. She is the only one who knows where the chairman and Leon is currently. So let's go ahead and skip out the next cutscene. It's gonna be a bit longer. Alright, after that huge cutscene that we just had, we are right here in front of the headquarters. But before we enter, I do remember that there are quite a lot of items just laying around. So let me quickly go ahead, pick all of them, and we can actually move on from here. Alright, it seems like we have a TM, Eric Impulse. Now this is an amazing move that Toxicity can actually learn. I personally have used this move and it's actually quite amazing for it. But since I don't really have a electric type Pokemon, it's not that useful for me over here. Other than that, we have some items right around here. One is a cell battery, pretty good. Again, you can use it. These are one-time moves, one-time items, and it's quite helpful. Alright, let me quickly go to the other side of this huge building. I really like the structure of this one. It just looks amazing, especially when they show the whole structure in a cutscene. It just looks awesome. I really wonder how many levels this whole building has. I think maybe a 50 or 100 at this point. You never know. I mean, this is a game, so they can have infinite number of stairs or levels. Alright, let's quickly enter the building. Again, we still have another battle with the same trainer or the NPC that we had before. So we do have to go ahead and battle him one last time. After that, I think that we have some double battles, which I think we haven't had for a long time with Hop. I believe the last time we had a double battle with Hop was in Gallermine 2. I mean, that was such a long time before, and I don't really remember having a double battle after that. But here he is, Elijah, and he has his old Durant again. I really wish he had the other Pokemons out right now. Durant wasn't really the best choice, but really I can't say much over here. Anyway, we should be able to take down his Pokemon pretty easily. Alright, so we have, and it was a crit hit as well. Alright, that was a bit excessive, but you know what, I'll take it. Anyway, now that we have defeated him multiple times, he's actually gonna be letting us go ahead and enter the elevator. I think we have 3 more double battles that are coming up, and we do have to go ahead and battle Mrs. Alina as well. Alright, I am actually quite ready for this. Let me just quickly heal my Sandyscotch, and I think we can move on. It seems like Sandyscotch and my Cobonite are the only 2 Pokemons who are around level 54. I do want to just level them up a bit more, just to keep them around the same level as the other team members. Also, I did decide to actually count the number of levels over here in this building, and it seems like we are actually stopping for every 10 levels. Anyway, here is the first pair of trainers that we are going to be battling. Alright, they are also going to be having a steel type Pokemon. Again, it's best to keep your fire type Pokemon or your fighting type Pokemon right in the beginning of your team, just to make sure that this whole battle is going to be much easier. Okay, here they have a Bronzong. So I think this is the first time we're seeing a Bronzong in this game as well. Quite nice. Alright, they have a Coffin as well. That is pretty cool. It's a new Pokemon for this game, and again another one that I wish I had used. But I believe Coffin is just a steel type, so really I'm actually usually finding for a Pokemon with dual typing. Anyway, we were easily able to take down at least one of their Pokemons. That is at least good. Seems like Coffin is gonna be trying and using Dig on us, so I'll go ahead and actually switch out. I think it's a good time to actually switch out to Cobonite, so let me quickly do that. Alright, other than that, I think Double is doing fine. I mean, it doesn't really do too much damage, especially as it's a normal type Pokemon. But at least it is helping us with taking down their Pokemons. Let me quickly go ahead and use Body Press. That should take down the Cuffent as well. Alright, the Body Slam from Double is doing quite a lot of damage. I'm actually quite surprised that it does do that much damage. Pretty cool. And we have defeated the first 2 trainers. Alright, that was pretty easy. I believe the next 2 trainers are gonna be a bit tougher than these guys. Let's see what Pokemons they are gonna be having as well. Again, we are actually gonna be ascending for 10 more floors. At least that's what I saw while counting the number of floors that we are going up. But I really wish they had given us a total count of floors in this tower. In case if you guys know about this, just mention that down in the comment section. Personally, I have never seen the amount of floors, being mentioned for this building. Anyway, here are the second two pair of trainers. And let's see what they have. Now, these battles are quite easy since they do have only one Pokemon in each. So the battle doesn't drag too long. But it seems like they have a Marvel and a Clang. Not bad. I think the choice of Pokemon right here is amazing. I'm quite happy to see such cool steel type Pokemons being used over here. I do see this where most of the team members or most of the games usually don't go for that many steel type Pokemon, so it's quite nice to see that this game is actually adapting it and trying to use them more. Alright, Body Slam over there really didn't do too much, but at least we were able to take down the Marvel in this turn. So I'm quite confident that we can actually take down the Clang in the next turn over here. Alright, it did use Screech. Really not that effective. I mean, really, what are they really trying to achieve here? I think we can actually take it down in the next turn. And anyway, it seems like Double is faster. Seeing Hop using Double, I feel like I should have got one too for myself. I have never used it and I'm really not sure how good of a Pokemon it is. But I guess I won't get to know that since we have got all the Pokemons from each of these routes. So maybe next time. Anyway, now that this is over, I think we can actually move on. We do have one more pair of battle that's coming up. And as usual, we are traveling up 10 more floors. Alright, we are at level 30. But I wonder if there are more than that. I mean, I know that we are going much higher than it, but they're not really going to show us how much it is, as it's going to just fade out. So it's quite curious. Anyway, here are the next two trainers. Let's see what they have. Steelix and Stunfisk. Alright, so Stunfisk is quite cool as it's a part steel and ground type in this game. I believe it used to be a electric type Pokemon before. Quite forgetful. Really, like Stunfisk did nothing in the other games. I used to even forget that Pokemon actually existed. But I really think the Galar Pokemon for, the Galar form for Stunfisk is amazing, as it does give it some new typing and it's much useful in this game than before. Anyway, we were at least able to take it down. Let's try and take down this Steelix over here as well. As usual, Hop is going for Body Slam. Really, like, he could have used some other move. But of course, he doesn't really want to help us that much. So we still have to, I guess, use another move. Thankfully, the Steelix did use Curse over there and not actually a ground type move. That would have been really bad. Alright, let's quickly go ahead and take it down. So this has been pretty cool till now. I think I can actually go ahead and battle Mrs. Olina, and then I guess I can actually end out this episode. We have been going up around for 45 minutes now in this recording, and I feel like we have done a lot of things in this episode. Anyway, we have completed this battle as well. Alright, this is pretty cool. And now that we have battled all the three trainers, I think it's time for us to actually go ahead and go to the top of this building. I mean, just imagine the view from there. I think it should be amazing, especially since this is really high. And as you can see, even after the 30th floor, there are so many others. Alright, here we are on the top of the building. And it seems like Mrs. Alina is actually waiting for us. Now, let me just come to this side. It seems like even though whichever direction you run, you still have this cutscene coming up over here. And of course, we do have to battle her over here as well, which is pretty cool. The first time I played through this game, I was not really expecting to battle her over here. I hadn't really, healed up my team members, and it was a bit difficult for me. But over here, I am quite ready for this. She usually goes ahead with a Frost Blast, which means having Senti-Scotch in the beginning is a really good thing. Alright, so let's quickly take down this Frostlass. I do not want it to be over here. Frostlass can be very tricky to take care if you let it go through a few turns. So it's usually best to take them down in one hit. And of course we were able to take it down over here. This is really good. Let's see what she brings out next. And I'm really glad that, we were able to hit over there, even though she did try to actually have us miss that move. Alright. She has a Milotic. That's quite a good Pokemon. Now, I have personally never used it in my team, but I have heard from a lot of people that it's amazing. Anyway, I can't keep Senti-Scotch in the beginning. And the only other Pokemon that can actually take down a Milotic is my Rillaboom. I'm actually hoping that I will be able to take it down in one hit as well. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I'll just go ahead and try using Drum Beating. That's actually a really good move, and it was able to take down the Milotic. Alright, so we are in a roll. This is amazing. 2 Pokemons already down. Let's see what she brings out next. And it seems like she has a Salazzle. Alright. I guess I'll go to my Flygon then. It does have Earthquake, and we should be able to easily take down her team members. But her team members are quite good. I really like her team till now. Maybe one day I'll just go ahead and try using her team members only to go through a complete playthrough. I think it's quite good. I really like the choice of Pokemon she has done over here. Even though we were able to take it down in one hit, I think it is amazing that she has such good Pokemons. Alright, she has a Tajin, which means I would have to again switch out. I think both Corviknight or Snips can do the deed. They both have a flying type move. I did decide to come to Snips because I think A/ is much better. But anyway, both of them are still fine. And you know what? I still realize that I have 2 flying type Pokemons in my team, which I never have. I usually have a variety of Pokemons where I don't really, I make sure that I don't have the same typing twice. But seems like in this playthrough that's completely gone. Anyway, we were able to take her Pokemon down as well. And let's see which Pokemon she has last. It seems to be her Garbodor. Not bad. I really like it. Especially she has the Gigantamax form for it, and it looks amazing. I did decide to go to Flygon as it's much easier to take it down with Flygon. But again, the choice of Pokemon she has here is amazing. Really good team, really great work. Now personally, if I had used her team, I'm pretty sure I would have easily able to win this whole game. Like literally, the teams, the typings, everything is really good. I think the only thing that was missing in her team would be the fire typing. And adding a fire type Pokemon over there is completely fine since she does only have 5 Pokemons. Anyway, let's see if Flygon can actually take down her Garbodor in one hit. Alright, she is also gonna be Gigantamaxing her Pokemon, which is pretty cool. I really wanted to use a Gigantamax Pokemon in my team, but apparently I don't really have any of them. I never was able to collect any of the free Pokemons that we got for these games. So personally I don't have any, but that guard border looks amazing. It's just so cool. Alright, it seems like we are faster, so we were able to take it down before it actually used any of the moves. That's kind of cool. And I'm actually surprised that the building hasn't really, got any damage, even though we have done this Gigantamax battle. And now that we have actually defeated her, I think we can actually go ahead and talk to Leon. There is another cutscene over here which I really don't want to go through. It's a bit long and I think I'll go ahead and just skip it. And now that the whole situation is over, we are actually ready for the final stage of the battle over here. So this is pretty cool. I think this is a great place for me to actually end out this episode. We have gone through the Wyndon Stadium and battled through the semifinals, and it's pretty cool. In the next episode, we'll be going against all the gym leaders that we have already battled once, and it's going to be amazing. We do have a chance to win everything and go ahead and battle the champion as well. So I guess I'll be ending out this one over here. Alright, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.